Without having, yeah, exactly. Hey, I wondered about that. Maybe we can get a family photo.
They were terrified. It was really scary.
It was scary, right.
It is really scary.
Right.
And as a young person who just doesn't want to see their education get taken away, they've seen what it's done to you know, our family, and to my education that I've lost most of my funding for. And they want to support each other, their friends that are in school, and experience this.
Right. And so when did you guys process it after you got home? I mean, what was their experience? Did you guys talk about it more?
We did. They were really overwhelmed. They're like, that was really scary.
It's intense, huh?
Like not knowing, and knowing that there's as many police as there are people.
Yeah.
And they're armed. And while, you know, there was a couple of groups that were pretty high-strung and weren't checking in and bouncing around quite a bit. You know, like, what's going on? And they got to bounce around. Yeah, that was kind of nerve-wracking for them too, because it's a scary thing.
Yeah.
And I think it was good for them to be able to be there and then see the media, the mainstream media, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 13.
Right.
The representation. You know, oh, the police were afraid they were going to get trampled. Well, that's nonsense. There were more of them than there were people here last night.
Yeah.
You know, and so for them, I thought that was really important that they experienced that.
Yeah, it's great. And do you think that they're more or less likely to participate in demonstrations in the future?
Definitely more likely. Definitely.
Yeah, because they really crossed a boundary. They were able to experience that threshold of stepping over the boundary and then allowing, and then still being okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And it's okay to joke with the policemen who didn't understand the concept of a General Assembly and try to explain to the officer that yes, being on the stack is a very frustrating and confusing process, but it gives everyone a chance to be heard. And when your number's called, you can speak for a couple minutes. And then we were like, you know, that was really good for your first time in a General Assembly. You know,
I love the mic check when the patrolman, the head officer did mic check. That was funny. That was precious. Yeah.
And I tried to explain to them too, like look at the faces on these men in riot gear behind us. Look at the faces on the men who are they're looking at each other going, oh, are we really going to have to move forward on these people?
99 Love.
The confusion that those men were feeling.
Right. I think that's really important to remember. They're human beings, and their kids' education's being cut. They might have parents or people they know.
They're
so
somebody's dad.
Exactly.
You know, somebody's
they've got a mother or a grandmother who might be affected by this stuff. So, yeah, I think that's a much more constructive stance to take than to be like insulting them, calling them pigs, and escalating a conflict. Our conflict is not with these guys. Sure, they have chosen this line of work and they are aligned, but we would like them to also, we should be asking them the question of how far will you go to defend the status quo? But we shouldn't like demonize them or ridicule them. I'm not for that. I don't think that helps. So, that's why it was kind of, for me, it was a relief to decide to go ahead and be, you know, sit in, because I realized, 30 days away from here, well, that really wouldn't be all that bad, because, you know, that would be an excuse to go to the people who actually fund these people to be here, the wealthy who are going to fund the next defeat the referendum campaign, when these spineless politicians send it back to the people because these guys refuse to lead. So these folks refuse to lead. So
they might just be confused.
They might. Yeah. Well, you know, we were thinking earlier that what we really need now is a 66% for the 99%. You know, we just need 2/3 of the legislature to approve an income tax on the wealthy. So we need 66% for the 99%.
The Republicans are saying no new sales taxes.
Well, good. Okay,
so,
no new sales taxes.
we can agree on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I think that's, and I'm serious about going to Medina and harassing, holding that community, the wealthy, accountable in a way that they're not usually held accountable, never held accountable, actually, and maybe make them a little less likely to fund a referendum if that's what it comes to. But it's been really fun to get to hang out here after doing the training last weekend, and then get to reconnect with all of you guys, and to really like get to take these ideas and try things out together and learn together and push boundaries together and watch other people trying things out and watching what works and what doesn't work. Very interesting process. Really cool. Yeah.
Say something brilliant. Come on.
Oh, I got nothing.
You got everything. Come on.
So we wouldn't have, I wanted to say that if it wasn't for Bird's insistence, we would not have the 99% banner. So rock on. Let's hear it for Bird. Woo! Yeah. 99%. Thank you, Bird. Perfect.
It's a team effort.
It's always a team effort.
We had a mom's meeting down at Traditions, and Dory was actually, I walked up to the bus stop with her, and we were walking up here, and so we were chatting, and there's a group down at the theater.
Washington can.
And talking about, corporations, this and that, and she is so adorable. I want to adopt her.
Oh, Dorley, who was just
yeah.
here, right? I just saw her walk by. Yeah.
She's like, can you believe it? They're in there crying about corporations this and corporations that. Well, they're drinking their Coke water. And their Frito-Lay chips, and they're all bought from Costco. Damn it. Or she didn't say damn it, but you know, that was the gist of it. I guess, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You're thinking somebody's got their head on straight. Got a little bit concerned about that sharp light pole. Okay.
It's amazing she was pepper sprayed, and I'm really
stupid move on the cop's part.
I'm really sensitive to that stuff, and I can't imagine what it would be like when I'm 84. You know.
Oh, I almost died last night. Just not died, but I wanted to just give up last night with my asthma, and by the cold last night, that was over. And I'm fairly sure they had it on site because I'm pretty sensitive, and so I think we were breathing quite a bit more than we maybe realized, because I was even feeling it inside. And she was talking about the new pepper spray that there's the new kind of pepper spray.
I've been dreaming of this since I was a kid.
Treatment for her. No, because of her age and her pre-existing respiratory problems.
Well,
hey, Matt.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Bird.
What's
it's always
that?
good to collaborate with the brother.
Were you here yesterday?
But yeah.
Hi, I'm Corey.
Rebecca.
Nice to meet you.